warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm glad to see you all. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name Anisa Rahma. I am student of STBA Pertiwi, Jakarta. In this opportunity, I would like to explain you about A Midsummer Night's Dream analysis by Shakespeare. In the first point, I would like to tell us about the theme of this play. Midsummer Night's Dream is one of literature work by Shakespeare. The dominant theme in this play is love. Shakespeare, as the writer, explores how people tend to fall in love with those who appear beautiful to them. Characters and characterization. In this play of A Midsummer Night's Dream, I get 10 characters in this story. The first character is Oberon. Oberon is king of fairies. The second is Lysander. Lysander is a young man of Athens in love with Hermia. The third is Demetrius, a young man of Athens in also love Hermia. The fourth is Hermia. Hermia is a Jewish doctor. Fifth, Helena. Helena is a young woman of Athens in love with Demetrius. Sixth, Aegeus is Hermia's father, Theseus. Seventh, Theseus, the heroic Duke of Athens. Eighth, Hippolyta, the queen of Amazon that engages with Theseus. Ninth, Titania, the beautiful queen of fairies. And the last is Puck. Puck is Oberon Jester. Characterization in A Midsummer Night's Dream play. First, Oberon. Oberon, as the king of fairies, is a powerful, strong will. The second is Lysander, romantic and persuasive. Demetrius, arrogant and stubborn. Hermia, feisty and evil, confident young woman. Helena, an understanding woman and persistent in achieving her goals. Aegeus, wise, caring, and inhuman father. Theseus, arrogant and stubborn. Helena, untrustworthy and first-rate. Hippolyta, a powerful and warrior's woman. Titania, caring and obedient. And the last is Puck. Puck is fun-loving and quick-witted. In the next point, I would like to tell us about plot of this story, A Midsummer Night's Dream. This story opened by Theseus preparing for his marriage to Hippolyta, queen of the Amazon. Hermia will not agree to his father's choice of Demetrius as a husband. She is in love with Lysander. The Duke tells Hermia to obey her father or either die. Lysander and Hermia plan to elope and they tell Helena. The lovers run away from Athens but get lost in the woods. They are followed by Demetrius and then by Helena, who had told him of this intention. Oberon, king of the fairies, has quarreled with Titania. She refused to give him Indian boy. Oberon overhears Helena and Demetrius arguing and sends him mischievous servant Puck to get a flower whose juice has the power to make people fall in love with the first creature they see when the juice is placed on their eyelids while asleep. He instructs Puck to put some drops on Demetrius' eyes, but Puck put the flower juice on the eyes of the sleeping Lysander, so that when he is woken by Helena, he immediately falls in love with her and rejects Hermia. Some artisans are rehearsing a play about the tragic love story of Pyramus and Thisbe to present before Theseus on his wedding day. Bottom, the weaver is to play the lover, Pyramus, while flute, the bellows mender, is to play Thisbe. Puck, Some artisans are rehearsing a play about the tragic love story of Pyramus and Thisbe to present before Theseus on his wedding day. Bottom, the weaver is to play the lover, Pyramus, while flute, the bellows mender is to play as a Thisbe. Puck overhears their rehearsals in the wood and he plays a trick on them by giving Bottom an ass hit which frightens the others away. Bottom is lured towards the sleeping Titania, whom Oberon has treated with the flower juice. On waking, she falls in love with the ass, but the Bottom falls asleep beside her. Oberon restores Titania's sight and wakes her. She is appalled at the sight of what she has been in love with and is reunited with Oberon. Next, Puck removes the ass head and Bottom returns to Athens and rejoins to his friends. Puck puts juice on Lysander's eyes before the lovers are woke by Theseus and Hippolyta and their dawn hunting party. Happily reunited with each other, Lysander with Hermia and Demetrius with Helena, they agreed to share the Duke's wedding day. The rustic performed the play of Pyramus and Thisbe before the wedding guests as the three couple retire Puck and the fairies return to blaze the palace and its people. Setting in this play. The first is setting place. In A Midsummer Night's Dream, a setting of place in this play is in ancient Athens and a forest. And the next is setting times display during the 12th century. And the last is setting social, the simplicity of the artisans who live in the forest and carry out their activity. Moral lesson that get in this play of A Midsummer Night's Dream. The first is moral lesson. If you love someone, it should not be because of their appearance, but because of their personality. And the second is stay patient in fighting for the blessing of parents. Comparison to life situation. By this story, I get a comparison to life situation. In my opinion, to be a good child, we must obey our parents, but we also have the right to reject what we think is not good for ourselves. That's all from me. Thank you everyone for all your great attention. Before I close this presentation, I have a good quote for you. You don't have to be great at start, but you have to start to be a great. Thank you everyone and see you in the next video. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.